The defense chiefs of Seoul and Washington are set to meet this weekend at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore amid speculations that the allies may have differing views over the possible deployment of the U.S. missile defense system to South Korea. Now, Seoul's defense minister today in Singapore said that is not the case. Connie Kim reports.
Seoul and Washington are not at odds over the potential deployment of the U.S. missile defense system known as THAAD. South Korea's defense minister responded to earlier claims made by U.S. Defense Secretary Ashton Carter, where he said he expects the issue of the THAAD deployment to come up during his meeting Saturday with South Korean Defense Chief Min-koo.
The deployment of the THAAD system is decided after the two governments approve the proposition made by the South Korea-U.S. Joint Working Group. The Joint Working Group is under careful consultation, and Seoul and Washington share the same view on this process and procedure.
En route to Singapore on Thursday, Carter told reporters that THAAD was not something the two allies needed to discuss much because the plans were already moving forward, and emphasized the deployment was an alliance decision. Shortly after North Korea launched a long-range ballistic missile in early February, the two allies announced they would officially enter negotiations for the deployment of the defense system in order to better counter the growing missile threats posed by Pyongyang. A joint working group for the THAAD deployment launched in early March, and the two countries were expected to discuss possible locations for the system, costs, and environmental issues. The speculation is that with China joining the international community to impose sanctions on North Korea, Washington is pushing ahead to accelerate the deployment of the U.S.-made missile defense system to South Korea. Connie Kim, Arirang News.